Okay, fellas. Good evening from Roswell. Hadn't talked to you all in a while. Hadn't given a lesson in a couple of days. I wanted to spend some time talking to you guys about grade point average. Now, a lot of y'all may already know how to do a GPA calculation, but right up here, you can see what this stands for. Y'all, GPA, by the way, stands for grade point average, an abbreviation for grade point average. Now, you may recall back when we did credit card calculations, we had to do an average daily balance. Right then, when we did that, the weights were the days. Like, say you might have an outstanding balance of $4,000 for 6 days. Remember how you multiplied the 6 times the 4,000? Then you might have an average balance, or you might have a balance of 5,000 for 8 days. You would multiply that by 8. Go through all the days in the month doing that, and then divide that by the number of days in the month. Is essentially what happened on that, and that was for the purpose of calculating interest. Now, right here, the weights are actually going to be days. Okay. Now, y'all, this is an example. This is an example situation where we have somebody taking a 4-hour math class. Y'all, a lot of the math classes at NIMI are that way. Like, for example, calculus meets 4 of the 5 days. We only meet Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so our math class would be a 3-hour math class. But calculus, pre-calculus, and a lot of the science courses are 4-hour classes. All right. So this particular person took a 4-hour math class and made a B. Maybe this is the midterm grades, the 9-week grades. 3-hour biology class made an A. 3-hour history class made a C. 3-hour English class made a D. And a 1-hour PE, y'all, that stands for physical education. If you didn't know, 1-hour physical education, everybody makes an A in PE, right? But anyway, y'all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through this calculation with you. So let me, y'all, I have to switch what they call the share here. Let's see here. I got to do a new share and get over to this document camera. All right. Okay, folks. Now, all this is just a copy of what you just saw on the other screen. And y'all, that other screen is on Canvas. You can go into Canvas and actually see that exact document. Yeah, let's talk about most GPA scales, or a lot of them these days, are based on 4 points. And let me show you what I mean by that. You get 4 points for an A. Okay, that's 4 grade points. That's why they call this a grade point average. All right, you get 3 points. You get 3 grade points for a B. You get 2 grade points for a C. 1 grade point for a D. And yep, you guessed it. If you make an F, you don't get anything. All right. So again, y'all, this reads, if you make an A in a course, you get 4 grade points. Now that'll end up being weighted by the number of hours that course was. Make a B, you get 3 grade points. Make a C, you get 2 grade points, D 1, and an F 0. Okay. So let's go through this calculation. Now y'all notice that this particular schedule sums up to what? 4 plus 3 is 7, 10, 13, 14. So this is 14 total hours here. Now at NIMI, a lot of y'all are taking 17 hours worth, I think. I've seen kids take as many as 22. But now the way this goes, and it's hard to believe that this is like the credit card calculation on average daily balance, but we were talking about money in days rather than grade points in hours. Back when we were doing the credit card calculation, it was money in days. Now we're doing grade points, it's points in hours. So the way that works out, very much similar. Okay, so this math class was a 4-hour class. He made a B. A B is 3. So you write down 4 times 3, right, folks? Okay. Now to that, you add the result of the biology. Okay, that's 3 times 4. So it's plus 3 times 4. 4 right there. All right. Now, so the next one is a C. So that would be plus 3 times 2. Plus 3 times 2. The C in history. The D in English, sound like me. 3 times 1. All right. And then the A in PE, like I said, who doesn't make an A in PE? You don't even have to be good at golf. to make an A in golf, right? At least that's what happened when I took it as a PE course a long, long time ago. All right, y'all, all divided by 14. All right. So y'all, this is the total number of weighted grade points right here, and then this is the total number of hours, right? Now, this calculation would go 12 plus 12. Okay, right here, y'all, let me make this in parentheses so it'll be a little more in terms of legibility. Right, folks, hopefully that makes it a little more readable there. So this is 12, this is 12, this is 6, right? That's 6, this is 1, and then 4. You know, mind you, if he had made an F in any of these courses, there'd be a 0 right here where you see the 4, the 1, the 2, the 4, the 3, right? A 0 would go right there. So you see zeros really whack out your GPA. Now, and there's actually going to be a problem with that. I'll show you that in just a moment. All right, y'all, I'm trying to get these damn things too bright. Too much lightness. But anyway, okay, we'll live with that. Now, what do we get here? That's equal to 24 plus 6 is 30, 33, 37. So y'all, that's 37. And I'm going to just write this, even though you don't see that on your registrar's record or your transcripts. That's 37 points for 14 hours. So y'all, literally, that when somebody's telling you about their grade point, they could say, I think this came out to be 2.64, and we'll go check that calculation. I mean, you just say I have a 2.64, right? But it really means points per hour. That's your average number of points per hour that you took. Now, again, I've never heard a college administrator or anybody, registrar, call it that. But that's just like it was dollars per day. You know, that was what the weighted, the average daily balance was for your credit card calculations for interest computations. This is literally 264 points, 2.64 points per hour. That's a little better. That's a few more, that would be roughly like 4 B's and 6 C's on average, right? If you had like a 10 grade report card, this would be, if say this is 2.6, this would be like 4, it would be like, 4 B's and 6 C's, okay? Now, but anyway, you don't have to think of it that way necessarily, just, you just say, hey, my GPA is 2.6, a 3 would be all B's, right? A 3 would be all B's. So so there you go, there's the calculation, folks. Now let me switch screens on you. And I have this on the other screen. I just wanted to go through it step by step with y'all. Let's go back. And where are we right here? Okay, y'all, back in business. Now y'all, if you'll scroll down, and again, you can see this. You can see this if you just log into Canvas. But there's the calculation I just did for you right there, folks. And it's right there in Canvas for your viewing pleasure. Okay. Now, so guess what? It's time for you to do a homework problem. Now, y'all, let me try something here. Let's see what this thing. Annotate. Let's make a little mark here. Y'all, I want this to be your homework problem number 1. Now, those of you who've been signing in, you'll be able to upload this to me. There will be an event, an upload icon in the Friday calendar cell. So you just go to the Canvas calendar for Friday, and you'll be able to upload this problem to me right here. Okay, so that's your homework problem number 1. And again, there it is for you. You can just reference this video to get the problem, or you can log into Canvas and you'll see this. Okay. All right, good enough. Now, so let's go back up here. Now, what I'm going to do here is I need to erase that. Don't know how, but that's. Yeah, here's another problem for you. Y'all, this is another homework problem. Now, y'all, that just stayed on the screen. I don't know why. I'm still trying to learn how to use this thing, guys. Let me get back up here. Y'all can't see what I'm doing here, can you? But okay, I'm gonna erase this thing. All right. Okay, now this problem right here, which is a little bit different, I would call it a decent critical thinking problem. This is homework problem. What happened? Okay, y'all, we back in business here. All right, now let's get organized here. So, y'all, this would be homework problem number 2 for you. Y'all, this is a different problem. I'm not saying it's super hard, but it is a little different. You're forced to think about this a little bit. This is homework problem number 2. And I would definitely characterize this as critical thinking because I haven't really told you how to do it. You're going to have to try to reason through and use what I've showed you, but I haven't really given you a direct hint on how to do this one yet. So I might see what I can do for you and your lowest exam score, okay, if you can figure this out. So this is definitely a critical thinking problem, and it is your homework problem. Okay, it's homework problem number 2. And again, folks, you'll see a way, you'll have until Wednesday to get, excuse me, this is Wednesday will be the posting date of this video. And Friday you will upload. How do you like my writing, folks? That's all. I got this real crappy little thing here that I'm writing with. I'm lucky I made it look that good. So homework problem number 2, on Friday, you'll see an upload event or in the calendar cell for Friday, which is what, is that the 24th? So y'all, that is all I have for you tonight. Make sure you get this done, and this will be counting as a homework / quiz grade. All right, y'all, it's pretty nice here in Roswell. I got up close to 90 degrees today. Doing all right. People are out and about. People, you wouldn't even know there's anything wrong. You know, a lot of people are out and about like nothing's up. You do see some people wearing masks around here. They had some protests on Saturday. People mad that their businesses have been shut down. They want to get back in business. You can't blame them, you know, but it's a tough call because the bug's still out there. And I think the social distancing has helped some. But I know I'm not a small business owner, so I'm not. I do empathize with their cause. I imagine that's going on in your neck of the woods too. But anyway, y'all, it's good talking to you again. One-way conversation, and see you next time.